Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Big day today. Quite a big day today. We are here at part 3 of the off playthrough, which I think is the finale. It kind of feels like it. I'm getting the vibes. We're going to be here for a while, I think, but I do think it is the finale. We learned a lot last stream. We learned a lot. Well, we defeated Japhet. We defeated Enoch. And after we did that, we went back to Zone 1. And we saw what happened when we had purified that place. It was all wiped out. It was whited out, even, you could say. It was falling apart into nothingness. Unfortunate. You know, if I knew this is what the nature of the batter's mission, perhaps I wouldn't have participated. Perhaps I would have just said no. It would have been nice for the batter to tell me, like, hey, I'm gonna wipe out these locations. And, you know, if you're not cool with that, full understanding, you can opt out at any time. Where was the respect for me? You know? Like, I know I'm controlling it. But I need information. I need my actions to be guided. Where's my person who's controlling me? I kind of just want to get back to it. I know I said last part that I was planning on playing the following day. Some stuff came up. And today, you know, I got lunch. It was great with a few friends. Had some delicious Detroit-style pizza. It's been a pizza week, huh? Perhaps I should show a little bit more gastrointestinal concern. Perhaps I should do that. But nevertheless, we are fueled today by pizza as we were the last stream. And I'm so eager to get back to it. I kind of just want to go. So let's do it. Let's do that thing I said. Oh, I'm not even here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm in the void. I'm in the void. Oh, that was scary. I didn't exist for a moment there. That's crazy. Let's get this game open, huh? One moment, chat. That's the shit they did to Gaster. You're absolutely correct. There we are. Welcome back to Off. We're immediately going to be sliding right back into puzzles. It's the puzzle type game. Said in that Boss Baby movie watcher voice, I'm getting Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories vibes from this Off game. Perhaps you're correct. Perhaps they are somewhat similar. We're headed right back in. Have we really been playing this game for 8.5 hours? It doesn't feel like it. Welcome back. Lest you forget, we were in the room. And we have been shown some unsettling imagery and have met the guardians that we had purified before, but they didn't seem too upset about it. They were actually pretty okay. They greeted us as a friend, a rather young, small friend, which seems pretty unusual. And then this happens. What is this about? We enter this room, and then it brings us back to this menu, where new game and quit, I believe, aren't accessible. What if we hit new game? Yeah, can't be doing it. Or quitting. You can't even quit the game from here. You have to continue. And from what I can tell, these aren't our save file. These are something different, something darker and questionable. So we are, if I am to understand that, we are now in another game. Like, we're not in our previous game anymore. somebody else's save files, I wonder. Also, chat, something you may have noticed, before we really get into the meat of this, something you might have noticed about my mic last stream, I think the type of like noise filter that I have on the mic now is kind of cutting out stuff like me laughing and like when I'm acting like I'm breathing, like for a character who just got defeated. You might have noticed it sounds like weird. I was listening back and I was like, oh, that's way too strong. I have to tweak that. So sorry if that happens again. Niall actually beat the game 3 times already off stream. That got dangerously close to a different kind of joke. Oh yeah, so this symbol. Okay, so I was watching back the VOD. I think I don't know the specifics on this symbol yet, but I think this symbol is like what's on the back wall for, you know, when we see that kid in the room with the little blanket and he's like, he's a little bald kid, little baby, little child. I think this is on that back wall of that room. I might be wrong. But, these are very Digimon type symbols. It also makes me think of, the Reggie Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald when you go into their little caves. Or maybe this is a symbol that's on like, I forget what they're called, but like Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie, those guys from Diamond and Pearl. Maybe that's also kind of like this. I know it's very Pokemon-like somewhere. I just can't remember. Reggie Dark. That would be quite good. You guys ever forget about... I can't be like... We're playing a very important scene right now. But to talk about Pokemon for 2 seconds, you ever forget about Reggie Alecki and Reggie Drago, I think is what it's called? Those guys are real. There's 2 other Reggies that you probably forgot about. Yeah, this guy. See, you don't scare me this time. We got this number from doing this puzzle. And from what I remember, this puzzle is not... I mean, this number doesn't fit here. 3755. Let's just double check that one more time. It's not it. And the last time we did this, he showed me a number on screen. And I was wondering, like, maybe if I pay attention somewhere on screen, the number will pop up. Or, like, maybe one of these would be highlighted. Like, maybe the answer would be on this screen. But it doesn't appear to be the case. Yeah. So, this number, I think, goes somewhere else, if I had to guess. Reggie Alecki was so good in Gen 8 that it got nerfed in Gen 9, and Reggie Drago didn't get a symmetry nerf. Very weird. See, Sword and Shield is about when I started, like, I was going to say escaping, but maybe that's a bit too mean. I was escaping competitive Pokemon a bit. That's when I was kind of done by that point. I think Alola was when I stopped. So all the Sword and Shield Pokemon I don't know anything about in terms of that context. But I just forget about those guys pretty often. Lots of computers in this area. It's like an office, or... I mean, I guess it's similar to office spaces that we've seen in previous parts. Can we interact with the symbol? I don't think so. I'm like pressing the A button and such. All these guys are gaming. This is a LAN party. We're breaking into their LAN party. We can't play this game until tomorrow. What do you mean? It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days since I've seen you. What? We can't play this game again until tomorrow? What do you mean? I specifically waited until the following day so I could do this. Lying developers. Lying developers of this game. Which of these books can you not read at the library? Tales and Legends, written by E.S., Directions, The Worm Children. I feel like directions? Yes, that's it. Bravo. Here, take this as a reward. The 8th color has been found. Uh-huh. What would that be? The 8th color. The defensive equipment. Am I losing access to like some really like stellar equipment because I didn't have the foresight to know this trivia? I have a feeling that's what's going on. And if I remember, Epsilon needs a defense too. Let's give you the color of hatred though. But we need to get you a defensive 2 when we can. So keep that in mind for the future. Gotta get something for Epsilon. And what, pray tell, is this? Leaves? Feathers? They should ask which is the cutest guardian. Guys, I have a phenomenal idea. A phenomenal idea for you. Hold on. One moment. You guys are gonna love this. You have 1 minute to answer this poll. You have 1 minute to answer. I might have even misspelled one of these. I don't know. But you have 1 minute to answer the poll. It's pretty neck and neck. I mean, I think there's only like, what, 8 of you? So we might be already done here. But you have a minute, regardless. Getting bird vibes from the wall circles? Maybe. Whoa! That looks like a carpet. Doesn't it? Excluding the judge because he'd sweep it so easily. So true. So true. I'm curious about the directions that the little feathers are going. Right? That seems like very specific. It's a tie between Japhet and Enoch. Can you believe it? Wow. I get the impression that this is important. Yeah, I bet. Okay. Let's take a photo then to refer back to. There we are. Oh, whoops, I didn't get the whole of the picture. Hold on. We're right back in it, chat. No warm-up here. We're in puzzle mode already. Also, something to note. We are in the middle of... I'm just going to delete the poll. Poor to Dan stands. We are in the middle of a chapter structure right now. And we started from chapter 5 and we're actually going backwards. Right now we're on chapter 3. And I believe the name of the chapter was The World Through a Window, or The World from a Window, or something. Hey, pal. What's the secret code to the warehouse? Oh, it's Van Gacy, or Von Gacy. Yes, that's it. Bravo. Here, take this as a reward. A bleeding symbol. Sounds pretty neat. It's an offensive equipment. And for that reason, we should probably give it to Alpha, right? Damn. Somebody needs an upgrade. Yeah, because your competencies are like offensive, right? Yeah, you're the one who's like giving out like big, like brute force damage. And we're often using poison and lethargy. So I should give you the best weapon, I think. Then, move down the line, you can get the silent symbol And then you can get... Wow, your attack is quite low, Epsilon. What happened? What happened? So, okay, so this is a place to get some cool items. We got said items. We can't try again until, quote, tomorrow. On some of those. So where do we go now? We didn't solve this. But we did this. What am I missing here? We can't interact with this anymore, I don't think. It's just some numbers, which I think I wrote those down. Yeah, 3755. There we go. Okay. But where do they go? And there's like a second set of windows also that I don't understand. I'm sorry I can't solve your puzzle, large sir. Was this room like this before? Oh, well, that's what we should have said to the one who asked what day it was. Today, Papa gave me a music box. That's awesome, man. That's what we gave to Zachary in Zone 3. Now, hold on. Wait, my brain is working. We already went through that, right? We already saw all these areas, I think. Pretty sure we did. And why is this important? It's like we have two random clues and we don't know where to plug them in. Yeah, it's important. He even says it's important. And there's like nothing I can do with it, I don't think. Well, there's other save files. Yeah, where's my save file? I want to go to Zone 4. I want to continue wiping out a race of creatures. I want to cleanse the world of spirits. That is my mission. I'm not here to solve puzzles. This is a game about killing. Interesting that we can still save our save file. Oh. Other save files indeed. Whoa. I assume this is okay. Oh man. It's like they're either shadows or we're like walking above them. Makes me think of that that one scene in the Stanley Parable when you like escape the entire concept of the Stanley Parable and you're like standing on top of the first decision room. What the heck? Whoa. Oh, a cage. Awesome. Cool. Or a jail cell. Either one. Ooh, I don't like that I don't like that we lose the music. That is concerning. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Yep. Where's the photo? Where's the photo? This is just like the carpet. Time to put in the carpet thing. But how do we use these? This panel can be pushed into the ground. Okay. Wait. Wait. So that's how that works. Okay. Uh-huh. Does this do anything? No. It's like we're doing bubble wrap. That's what it feels like. How do we know which ones to push, though? I mean, I'm looking at the picture of the carpet, and it goes like the leaves are going in different directions. But I don't know how that corresponds to this yet. Or if the directions mean anything. Huh. Okay. I'm sure that's important. But I don't think I have the means by which to understand this yet. How about we come back? We can reset it, right? Good. Let's check out in here. Oh, this is great. Let's check the cell. Nothing? Nope. Okay. Awesome. Love to see it. Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, I guess maybe we should check out the other save file. Come back. See if there's any other information we can glean from that. I don't know why I'm saving again, but it seems like a good idea. For what it's worth, you can solve this now. Well, now we're upside down. Or the perspective has changed, I guess. Huh. Yeah, tough to parse this. What the? Okay. I can't even check it. It's like I'm trying to. Oh. Huh. Normal gaming. Very normal game. Nothing feels off at all. We love a long hallway. We love a long hallway where nothing bad is going to happen. Something isn't working here. Something isn't working here. What? It won't let me go through the wall, or through the door. And I can't approach it backwards. I have to walk in the direction that I'm facing. So there's none of that. Weird. Oh, cheap viewers, you say, at streamboo.com? Interesting. See ya. I don't want cheap viewers. Get them out. I want the most expensive viewers money can buy. Oh wait, I can check this. The centaur with the bow will be the mount of the one who seeks the exit. The centaur with the bow. With the bow or with the bow? Will be the mount of the one who seeks the exit. Centaur with the bow. Isn't that like a symbol? Or no, like what's it called? Like is that like Sagittarius? You know what I'm talking about? Like Astrology. Astrological symbol. Isn't a centaur with a bow something? It's one of those. Homestuck, I see. That all makes sense. Sagittarius is just a regular archer. So is the idea that maybe we need the Sagittarius card in order to proceed? Because they've been astrological signs so far to proceed to other areas. So maybe we need to leave and come back after we do other zones? Question mark? Now you say, hypothetically, that I can solve this one with the leaves. I will believe you, but it really feels like I'm missing something. So give me a sec to think about this while I drink some delicious water. Okay. What to do? They all go in different directions. There's like a thing in the center of the room, which I don't think I can mess with. All I can interact with are these buttons. I don't think I can interact with the stuff on the wall. Maybe I just push in the ones that are those two symbols. So like it would be this. And it would be... Oh, hold on. Well, I mean... Yeah, that's one of them. But... Or maybe it has to do with, like, one is right and one is wrong. Like, don't push in one and push in the other. I don't know. Let's back up. Let's try this first. We're going to push in all the ones that are these two symbols specifically, like facing this direction. So then it would be this one. Whoops. I'm like very careful not to hit any of the others right now. Be that one to be that one. It would be this one. It would be... I think that's it for the bottom row. And for the top, it would be this one. Then this one. And then this one. Are they mirrored? Aha! It's a number. We needed a 4-digit number to give to the guy. So let's write this down. We're at a good puzzle pace right now, chat. We didn't struggle with this too bad. We're seasoned puzzle gamers now. We can do anything we set our mind to. Even erase every zone and every individual in every zone. We can do that. No, I don't want to go to the nothingness. I want to go back to that awesome room. Okay. Not this one. This one. Dude, have I got a number for you? That would be 5865. Bravo. That's perfect. Here, take this. You've done well. And wouldn't you know it, we got the Sagittarius card. I don't have any more riddles for you. That's a shame. Where does this go? Maybe beyond the Sagittarius door? I have it written down just in case, but... Hang on. Hang on. Hold. Everybody hold. That looks similar to the carpet, the rug, the card, whatever it is. Doesn't it? Like the little cross in the center. If we push down those 4 buttons, I wonder what would happen. I wonder what would happen. Like these 4, like the closest ones to the edge. Yeah, let's go try that. So that would be this one, right? This might not be anything, but I'm just noticing the congruence there. So it would be like these 4. Nothing? Okay. But that's what you showed me. Not even a delicious smackerel of an item? Fine, I'll go through your centaur door. What? Chad, I don't like that. It makes me small when I start walking towards the door. I just realized I want to save before I do that. I know we just saved. I understand. And nothing has happened since we last saved. But regardless, I'm saving again. All right. You got something against small people? Not against. I'm transforming in a way that's kind of frightening. Oh, wait. Oh! No, that's not what's happening. The perspective of the world is changing. That's crazy. What a clever way to do that with pixel art. Wow. It's like it's round, like a rounded path. Numbers, huh? Guess who has a number that he hasn't found a use for yet? We're putting our little puzzle pieces in the right spot. We're doing it. Yep. And then 7, which would be you. And 5, 5. Okay. Yeah. You know, normally how this goes is you give me something. You give me a little piece of candy for solving your fun numbers. I don't get any candy for the numbers? Okay. No candy numbers? Whoa. Today, Papa gave me a comic. But I want to go out and play. I hate this place. I'm sure Mama will come pick me up. Trapped in a place, taking pills. Child's got something going on. Chapter 2, Boxer's Adventures. Boxer. With 2 X's. And what do the bugs mean? Because I think all the chapters have had like little bugs. And are we going back in time with each chapter? The symbol isn't red this time, but it is drawn out. Book? Comic book? Just double checking. It's an old comic. Read it. Panic in Ballville. Yeah? What a beautiful day. Ballville is at peace today. Let's hope that nothing bad happens to spoil the magical blue of this glorious sky. Ah-ha-ha! You're not taking my diabolical genius into account. And my new invention, the cloning machine. I filled Ballville with my own evil clones. You can't stop us now, Boxer. And I've also kidnapped your little girlfriend. Oh no. Maybe it isn't such a good day after all. Mission number 64. Clear Ballville of all the evil clones of Ballman. Quick. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, sure, no problem. Ooh la la, what a mess. I'd better hurry. What? Huh? What? This is combat? Boxer combat? Hey Levi, you've come at a very strange time. We are Boxer, and we're trying to defeat Ballman, who's like a baseball-themed comic book villain. We're like reading a comic book and it became this. Box punch, box kick, box power, or box bomb. Well, there's multiple enemies. Let's do box bomb. Whoa! This guy's awesome. Box match with an E and 2 X's. So they just keep getting summoned. Am I supposed to be wiping these guys out or just... Deploy the box bomb. We do so much damage too. Who watched The Watchmen? There's a Watchmen reference? That's how you know this game is old. Oh yeah, the battle scene is reversed. Which, yeah, normally, as the batter, we are on the other end of this. Important to note. Whoa. Whoopsie daisy. This is a veritable invasion. Ha ha ha, Boxer. This is the end for you. Vigilante my ass. Okay. But what if I deployed the box bomb? This is impossible, even for a superhero. You've never had a chance of success. No. Daisy. This is really stupid. Today, Mama finally picked me up. That's good. Oh, hi, Zachary. Hello. The end is near, my friend. I believe what's floating behind you is the final save point. Perhaps it would be wise to record your progress one last time before you enter that door and face the Queen. The time has come for you to spend the golden fruits of your carnage. Really? We were that close to the end? Something feels wacky. Something feels odd. One might say something feels off. Boy, we have a lot of credits. Let's, what is this? A bizarre object associated with meat. That's a lot of credits. And it's not an item, it's an object. I don't even know where it goes. It's because it's not an equip item. It's just some kind of like key item. Do we want this? That's a lot of credits to spend on that when there's like other stuff. Neil tunic? Where's the Nile tunic? Kind of feels like, is that like a flex item? Thank you, Levi, for gifting a sub. I just realized that my gift sub alert is not working, but thank you. Enjoy your gift sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the community. But what the heck do I do here? Kind of feels like we should be buying equipment before we buy this. I mean, but it's so tantalizing. Like if we sell a bunch of stuff, because we've got a bunch of equipment we could sell that might actually get us over the edge of 5,000. Yeah, he's selling us just useless stuff from his junk drawer. Yes, you can put these on your little discs, and it will give them numbers. Is that okay with you? I almost want to ask chat if anybody knows what the Grand Brachial does, but I also feel like maybe I'm not supposed to know before I buy it, because it's obviously he's not telling me. So, I don't know. It's cool. It's strange and cool. You do know what it does. Let me ask you this, chat. Those of you who know what this does, will I be disappointed if I buy it, or will I be disappointed if I don't buy it? Like, in a vague sort of sense. Do you think I should buy it, or do you think I shouldn't? Without giving me any information. Yes, you would be disappointed if you buy it right now. Okay. I will look up what it is later. Let's focus on getting some good equipment. And items, because we might need some CC for sure. Also, well, one second. Bis Vincit. I don't know how to pronounce this. Vincit in Victoria. I believe you. But, so if I go back to the nothingness, are these just not places I go to? This whole time I've assumed that these two flowers would become things I would go to later. But I guess not. It is one of a set of items, and you don't have the other ones. It would appear that I've missed something along the way. But that is okay. We're not here to do a 100% run. We're here to experience the basic level of off. So, all right. Well, if there's no other... I assume we were going to go to a Zone 4 and a Zone 5. He who conquers himself in victory conquers twice. Huh. Interesting thing for Zachary to say to us at this point in the story. That's a really good bet. That kind of feels like I should be buying that. Plus 16? It's the batter, dude. Of course I'm buying this. We don't need that. Aura of Lunacy. We can put this on everybody, but it's very expensive. We can put that on the batter for a plus 6. Okay, that kind of feels like it's worth it too. I'm going to pretend that says the Nile tunic, though. And there's these, which... tell you what, let's sell the rest of our equipment here before we start buying anything else. Yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. And I don't think we need these. Right, and this isn't equipped. It's true. The Nile tunic has cool patches on it. And it's also what is on the tunic? What else is on the tunic? It's very comfortable, it's very stretchy, but it's also like thick enough to keep you warm. It's quite good. If I could recommend the Nile tunic, I would. I think it's worth the money. There we go. Yeah, we're buying. Right, yes. Wow, we actually got a bunch of credits for that. Femur epidermis. It's 1,400. We could get 2 of them. Whoa, plus 18? Yeah, we need, I forgot. Remember, you know, rewind in your brain, have a flashback moment. We needed something for Epsilon. This is the thing we buy for Epsilon. So there's that. Plus 9 is really good on the other 2 as well, but is there a better option? I don't think there is. So, at least for our amount of money. So we can buy 1 more of these. Alpha has the lesser defense, so I think we put it on Alpha. And that feels good. Now you might have noticed we haven't bought any other items. This could have been a misstep. But we have 3 golden flesh, which sounds pretty good. A bunch of silver flesh. 11 fortune tickets. I would say probably we buy 1 more golden flesh if I had my druthers. Because the rest of this fully restores the team HP out of combat, though. We don't need that. I think we buy 1 more golden flesh. In fact, I will. And that'll do us here. Unless we can sell stuff that we just replaced. And get 1 more thing. Well, 1 more silver flesh wouldn't hurt. Why not? Okay. I guess we're talking to the queen. When I said last part, you know, that we wanted to save the rest of this for the finale, I didn't think it was going to be like... I didn't know how long the stream was going to be, but I thought we had a lot more. Maybe we do. Maybe we do, and this is more of a fake out. But you know what I'm going to do is we're coming up on needing an ad break, I think. So to avoid the ads running on whatever story stuff comes up now, I'm going to go ahead and run the ads now, if that's okay with you guys. So, quick 3-minute break. I will be right back, just 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging out. When we get back, we advance on the queen. Thank you guys for watching the ads. Let's get right back to it. All right. We got our items. I don't remember if I saved. We're gonna save again. What we're gonna do from now on as well is if some ads are happening during more story content, I'm just gonna try and snooze them as much as I can. We're gonna run out of those, though, I think. I don't actually know how many I have left. I think I have one. Wait, how did you save? For the chat, we save one more time. But I will try and snooze the ads when important things are happening. Twitch says that it can automatically do that for like high intensity moments. I don't know how it defines that though, so I'm not going to trust them. So, are you sure you want to enter? Well, hold on. No, I'm not actually. Is there anything we need to do on this end? Everybody has a special. All of our stats are pretty good. We're healed up. We have the dynamic borders. So I think we're good to go. Yeah, save. I didn't even read the chat message that you said when you said to save again before I saved again. That was just actually... Anyway, we're entering. Chapter 1. The Queen. A moth this time. Whoa. It's not a ladder, chat. I would do Snake Eater again, but it's not a ladder. It's a staircase. The first thing she said was, "You are finally here, Batter. Long have I awaited your arrival. But you've traveled this path in vain. You will only cause embarrassment here. Go back home." Never losing his icy confidence, the Batter replied, "That's just what I've done. This cradle is the home of my father. The Guardians have fallen. You are queen of a kingdom that no longer exists." Surprised, but not at all disconcerted, she asked him, "Why have you destroyed the world I rebuilt?" The answer was simple. That was never what you were here to do. Your task was to care for him, and you failed. Because of you, I must now complete my sacred mission. Forcing their monotonous dialogue on in the face of the Batter's attacks, the Queen explained her actions. "I only created all this for him. I desire nothing more than the happiness of my children." Lost in preparations for the birthday party, forgot who it was for. With this, the Queen's patience was exhausted. "You have spoilt the carnival, Batter. I will not let you lay a hand on the son who brought us into the world. Today, you will fall." Whoa. Alrighty. Let's get into it. Now, I assume... Sigma? You've got those too? You've got... You have... You don't have onion rings, you have fries. I want fries. Sigma, Epsilon, and Delta. And she is Vader Eloha. Eloha? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Eloha? Vader Eloha. Eloa, maybe. I don't know. Point is, do I even bother scanning? Because, I mean, we know the situation. It's going to say, oh, I have no idea. Yeah, let's scan anyway. I'm too curious. the Queen. Unable to detect type. No weaknesses detected. Yeah. Noted. Well, we're... What do we do? Do we take out... Let's get our head on our shoulders here. We're kind of, like, starting with the final boss. Yeah, it's interesting having Vader there. The scan still exposes her HP bar. I've played this entire game and not known that. The things we learn. The things we learn when we play a video game. If you're wondering, I'm kind of sitting here like trying to think this through before I start my game plan. Do we take out the little guys first? I assume so, right? That kind of feels like the move. I think I start with the little guys. And here's what we do. Here's what we do. We make... No, that's her bar. Where's your bar? Ipsilon. Where's Ipsilon's, like, attack thing? Because it's not that one. There's only 3 diamonds, but there's 4 enemies. You see what I mean? Am I just, like, brain dead? What's happening? Anyway. Okay. Enough thinking. It's time for action. Oh. Fair enough. Special attack with random impact. What can you do for us right now? I mean, nobody really needs healing yet, right? So just maybe focus on Sigma. 97, good hit. Alpha is frail. What does frail mean? I assume, like, you'll take more damage? Lightly increases an ally's attack. Let's give that to Alpha. And then you... How about a big home run bat to the face? Boom. I am gravely disappointed. A lot happened just then. You're already poisoned. What if I also poison you? Or no, we should... I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention to which of the fries does what. We'll make that one lethargic for now. 57. Batter. Big hit. Something's about to occur. Increases an ally's attack. Batter's about to get a crit, so why not increase that hit as much as we can? Alto clef. Major chord. A music motif is interesting. I'm reminded of the music box. Let's just keep bullying Sigma for a while. Never mind. Sigma is dead. Moving right along. No dessert for you. Everybody's furious. No dessert. Furious. Ooh, that was a really big hit. Wow. Brief sign. Whoa, Omega is down. I have not been looking at HP bars. I have not been looking at HP bars. Have you filled your life with beauty? No. In fact, I have not. And we need to solve this immediately. Who to bring back? Good lord. I guess Alpha? There's no, like... I can't tell the turn order. There's nothing but the void after me. I don't think this is going well, chat. This does not feel like the winning run. This does not feel like the one where we win. Because Alpha is already way back down again. You know when I said I was supposed to pay attention to what the backup guys do? You've been wrong since the beginning. I've not been paying attention to what the guys in the back do. I should have been. Because that way I can know, like, the order in which I need to take them out. Whoops. But at least, hey, Alpha is up with 1 HP. I don't think this is actually helping. I think she's dealing too much damage. Yeah, she's doing too much. I don't think we win this. But let's just get a really good hit out. Why not? You don't even know his first name. I'm getting an inkling of what's going on now. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty tough, huh? That's a pretty tough fight. This naturally Toby Fox made the divorce theme. Yep. Yup. What to do? Okay, so I've already spent all of my credits, right? No. Huh? Because I saved after I spent my credits. So what's happening here? Hold on. What equipment does everyone have? Okay, so it just reset me all the way back to before I spent the credits. If I hit load, maybe it would be after. You can try that next time, but I'm kind of bummed that I have to buy all these items again. Or maybe I don't have to. Hold on. Brain. Use your brain. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave. And then load the save game. Yeah, okay. See, there we go. Now we've done the same thing. So we need to load the game next time. You can see we only have 10 credits. Okay, what have we learned? There's probably an order to kill the backup guys. And I don't know what it is yet. Truth be told, this game, if I can be honest, it's kind of difficult for me to learn things during combat because everything happens so fast. Okay. Last time we took out Sigma first. It was pretty quick. What if we go left to right this time? Let's just see if that changes anything. Before, and try and pay attention to what each of these guys do. But it's, as I've mentioned, very difficult. So. Brief silence, that was like a damaging thing to both of them. But it was only a little bit. Sigma used diminished chord and made us weak. So Sigma's maybe the one who does the debuffs? Okay. Learning. Let's increase Alpha's attack. Alpha fell asleep. Delta used brief silence. Okay. It's going to be a big hit. All right. Feeling pretty good this time. Actually, Epsilon, instead of buffing, how about... Oh, we need to be using this. Because that hits everybody. What am I doing? I don't think we need Omega as much right now. Omega can heal themselves, so... Yeah, just use an item. Right? Why do we have... Did we not have, like, a larger ticket? Like a larger HP heal? Did we just buy CC heals? I think that's what we did. That's fine. That's fine. Alto Clef. Was that a buff? Kind of looks like that activated the crit thing there. Let's fight Ipsilon. Hits all foes, short. Fury, Madness, and Palsy. I think everybody's furious but Omega. And Epsilon's also weak, so... The one that I need to not be attacking would be Alpha, because Alpha applies status conditions. Right, so now we can do this to Ipsilon. Damn. Oh, that's healing. The green is healing. I see. Try this again, huh? Big hit. Lethargic Muteness. The only one I'm really worried about right now is Epsilon being furious, but I feel like that'll go away. But maybe it won't. Maybe I should just do this. Alpha. Big crit moment. Epsilon's already poisoned. What if we applied poison to Sigma? But maybe this kills Epsilon this turn? That does sound nice. It does. All right. Making our way through. This is going much better. Increase allies attack. Alpha's still buffed? That's crazy. Let's buff the batter. Speaking of... actually, Omega, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to recover some CC for us. To... Well, maybe I should just use the Golden Flesh. Yeah, why not? This might be the final fight. I don't know. She might have multiple types of, you know, forms. Let's do this. Not as helpful now that there's less enemies, but still good. Sigma's poisoned. What's the situation? Epsilon could use some health. Epsilon doesn't have CC now either. Maybe some delicious CC for you? Actually, let's give CC to the batter. The batter's about to have a turn. Here we go. We're thinking ahead. Alpha, what do you do? They're already poisoned. They have a crit coming. We could maybe slow down the crit and kill them before then? Maybe? If this is a really good hit? Kind of banking on this being a really good hit. Aha! Damn. Going very well. We have learned so much, chat. You remember when we were first playing this game and we didn't know what the orange stuff meant? We've grown so much. Now, Epsilon, you can give yourself CC. So we can get some buffs going. Oh, that just drained 47 CC. Good lord. Would appreciate it if you didn't do that again. Omega. Nobody needs health. I mean, you could use more CC, maybe, while we're on the subject. Epsilon, go ahead and buff the batter. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Knowing when a crit is coming is very interesting. You know, it doesn't make as much sense in like a physical way. Like that's, or maybe, I don't know, maybe in a fight, you would maybe know that you had an opportunity coming up to do something really big. So you would prepare for it. Or maybe like, I don't know. I like it in a strategic way. Like having these opportunities present themselves and then, you know, working your way around it. I like the system a lot. It does kind of feel like I'm just scratching the surface of it now, and here we are maybe at the end. But you're not poisoned yet. Get poisoned. He loves you not. Speaking of poison, I guess we're all poisoned. Yeah. But what if we weren't? What if we weren't? Epsilon, truth be told, just cure somebody's poison. Cure Alpha's poison. We need Alpha alive. Batter. Coming swinging. We didn't scan the queen this time. We need to scan the queen to see how far we are. The batter's still buffed. It's probably going to go away in a second, but we'll buff Alpha. Omega. What can you do for us right now? Honestly, keep Alpha alive. Okay, batter. We're going to wide angle just to know where we sit. We're about halfway. That's about what I expected. It's all foes or increase attack. Cure your own poison. She's got a crit coming. She is lethargic right now, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's just hit her with a really big attack. And you as well. Well, no, we don't need HP. Yeah, I'm not worried about HP right now. Is anybody feeling bad? No. So then what you can do is you can heal somebody. We only have 8 fortune tickets, though. Heal yourself. Heal yourself, why don't you? Portion ticket. Wait, who is this? Epsilon? If I do this to the batter, will that keep the buff going? I am gravely disappointed. Special attack with low impact. Okay, we already scanned you. How you doing? Wow, we are churning through you. Let's keep that going. Omega. I noticed that somebody has low CC right now, which is a shame because I'm out of the big CC heals. But that is okay, because we can use these. Yeah, honestly, just keep attacking. 7? Oh, that's not good. Actually, that might not be too bad. We're mainly just attacking now anyway. Oh. Adversaries purified. The batter can now use Run with Grace. That was very irresponsible of you, batter. I made a big cake for the party tonight. Would you like some coffee, my love? Queen of the Flies, it is time to join your disciples. It all went wrong. Now we must forget it all and dream some sweet dreams. Look, he has your eyes, but they are full of fear. How we doing? Well, everybody got healed, so I think we're okay. You know, it's just everything's red now, a very normal color to be. A very, safe and not at all charged color for a room to be. Chapter 0, The Batter. What do you think will happen? Allie, I don't know. Truth be told, I have no idea what's about to happen now. I'm just gonna let this game tell me, I guess. I mean, if I'm to understand everything, we're the kid's father? Maybe? Or maybe it's something more complex than that? I don't know. I'm here. No! No, I'm not. No! I'm not doing this. I don't care what the mission is. I'm not doing this. Hugo. That's his first name, I guess. A little boy. Unable to detect type. Weak to plastic. Weak to metal. Weak to smoke. Weak to meat. I'm scared of the dark. From now on, there will be no more darkness. Stop right there, imposter. To think that I had placed in you the blindest confidence, the firmest hope, the frankest belief. We can well say that I have erred to the bone. But the one who truly betrayed us sits beyond the eye of the cat. What have you done, Nile? Is the opaque mist of the narrative really your excuse for killing woman and child? You have not purified this place. You have destroyed, eradicated it. You have plunged it into a sterile nothingness. It's better like that. I erred in ever lending you my paw. The moment the curtain rose, I should have detected the black flame that consumes your soul. Nile, join me. Atone for the sins we have committed by preventing this monster from completing his work. Don't do that. I require your help to purify this world. Now is the time to render your final, worthless verdict. The batter official ending, or the judge special ending. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm doing this for you. So, if you think I should see the special ending first, that's fine. If you think I should see the official ending first, that's fine too. I will eventually see both. I don't know what these entail. Personally, in my position, my druthers would be to pick the special ending. But I don't know if that's the right thing. So, I don't know if there is a right thing. All right. You guys are saying to do the special ending. And you know what? I agree. I agree. So, I before we continue, I find it so interesting that I made this joke about the switches, and there it is at the end. Pathetic and futile though it is, I believe your choice is the right one. Now, then, batter, taste our vindictive thirst for meaningless justice. Whoa! Whoa! All right. We are the judge, or we are controlling the judge, when we've been controlling the batter this whole time. Special attack with low impact. Considerable impact. It inflicts muteness. Poison. With incredible impact. Okay, so we have attacks of all different kinds, and we can inflict stuff on him. Why don't we start with poison like we normally do? The batter has not transformed. This is just what he looks like to you now. Oh. And everything clicks into place. Run with courage. So now you're poisoned. I actually don't know what palsy does, so I'm just going to focus on lethargic as we have. Magic home run. I don't think we ever had access to magic home run. We should probably... We have no way of scanning. So... What are our items? We still have the same items. Okay. So we have no idea how long it's going to take us to defeat this guy. But let's just swing, or rather, I guess, rupture really hard. And this is a crit this time. This theme rules. Oh my god. How we doing? We're out of CC. That's not good. Kind of been using a lot of it, but we have Silver Flesh. I like how simple this is. I think a lot of RPGs near the end of their games, it's often like you start with the party and then it eventually just dissolves until there's 2 people left and it's just them against each other at their most raw. I think that's really cool. You're not poisoned anymore. Get poisoned. Oh. Your mad crusade ends here. Die, batter, carrying the eternal souvenir of failure in your sad enterprise. It's too late. Everything is lost. I know it, but I prefer this to your victory. Now there is nothing left but our regrets. Well, how about that? What an interesting ending.
What does it matter if rain comes your way and raindrops patter all day? The rain descending should not.
I'm just going to listen to this music for a second.
The happy ending is waiting.
I hope you don't mind, chat.
You. Take your share of trouble, face it and don't complain. If you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. Happiness comes double after a little pain. If you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. What if your love affair should break up, as they sometimes will? Oh, when you kiss and make up, oh, what a thrill. Sadness ends in gladness. Showers are not in vain. So if you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. Take your share of trouble, face it and don't complain. For if you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. Happiness comes double after a little pain. So if you want the rainbow, you must have the rain. What if your love affair should break up, as they sometimes will? Ah, when you kiss and make up, oh boy, what a thrill. Sadness ends in gladness. Showers are not in vain. So if you want that rainbow, why you must have the rain.
Woman and child. Well, we know what that means. We know what that means now. Wow. What a nuts game. Not at all what I expected for the ending bits there. I'm left with a very specific and kind of uneasy emotion that I'm really enjoying about it. I didn't think I was gonna have to like get all my thoughts together about the ending so soon. Chat, if I knew we only had like an hour left, I would have had this at the end of the last part. But I really enjoyed it. I think it has an incredible art direction, this game. I mean, the creator is it's just nuts. It's inspiring. New music was incredible. I have a lot of homework to do about the old music, though. I'm very much looking forward to that. I think the battle system was incredible. I mentioned this during the Queen fight, but it felt like by the time I was really, really getting into the meat of it, the game was over. Which does make me think like maybe we could check out some of the alternative stuff. Maybe. Like some of the stuff in the other zones. I mean, we do have time. We could go and give some things a look-see. The first time I played the game, I was so shocked because I realized what was going to happen when the entire room turned red. And I was like, there's just no way I have to go there and beat Hugo. I had never even considered the fact that we were going to have to destroy Hugo, to purify Hugo. In my head, you know, I was thoroughly duped. You know, that was nothing about this ending was anything I particularly predicted. I thought, I mean, I don't know what I thought, to be honest with you. I thought maybe the Queen was going to be a larger presence in the end than she was. I didn't expect the judge to come back. I didn't expect to be playing as the judge at the end. I knew the batter was not quite in the right the whole time, but I didn't know to what degree and if any of this was reversible, which it seems like it's kind of not. It's basically like the batter was about to purify everything, and we just stopped him before like the last 1% of what he did. So then everything else is still wiped out, but it's just us and the regrets, right? The regrets of what we did. I thoroughly understand now the influence this had on both Undertale and Deltarune. That all makes sense to me now. Which is in part why I wanted to play it. Also just because it's like a huge cultural touchstone for like RPGs, indie games in general. And I totally skipped it over when it came out. I understand why it had the impact it did. I understand why folks got obsessed with this because it's very cool, but it also leaves you with that little bit of like, oh, I want a little bit more of this. I want to be in this world a little bit more. I want to see the edges of it. Really cool game. Really, really cool game. Thank you guys for coming out to watch as well. I know RPGs are kind of not usually the best streaming content, but I feel like this one was pretty good. I tried to get through it as speedy as I could. I'm still getting used to the streaming thing and my own stamina, but which has been improving. I have been noticing I can stream a little bit longer before my voice starts to give out or I start getting too tired. Yeah, so this is my first series. First series on the channel was Off, and I think it's a great one to start with. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I want to be checking out. So, how about just for a little while? I don't know how much of this I want to see or will be able to see, but I mean, we're here on stream. Let's just take a look around and head back to the nothingness. Well, actually, hold on. So our levels don't carry over. If we want to get those abilities that we got from the experience at the end of the game, we're going to have to level up a little bit more. But the parallel between the critic burnt and Hugo lives in my brain forever. Ah. Yeah, I hadn't put that together, but yeah. Well, let me ask you this, chat. Is there anything that like I definitely should see now? Now that I've played through the game, is there anywhere specifically that some of you who are more experts about the game would like me to go? My instinct is to go back to either Zone 0 or Zone 1 and then kind of check out the rest. But yeah, new guys out there from the remake and ones from the original game. Okay, so there is a bit of the original game content I haven't seen either. There are super bosses in each zone. I would recommend going 1, 2, 3, 0. Got it. Niall, can you put your glasses on so I can see better? Sure, buddy. Hold on. There you go. I hope that helps. Well, let's go to Zone 1 then. If I recall, we're going to run into some weird toddler men. And I think we went this way last time. Let's see. We're all healed up. Everybody's got equipment that's really good. There's also a secret item to find at each one unrelated to the super boss that unlocks something if you collect them. I assume that's part of the collection of stuff, like the thing I could buy from Zachary is like one of those pieces. Yeah, looking at the batter, it's like, man, you're a bad dude. Now we gotta play as this guy, this creep. I'm not as spooked by that anymore. I think I'm still in like the afterglow of the game. So all the spooky stuff that's happening right now, the thumping and the yelling, the whispering is just kind of like, I don't know, I'm still feeling good. I'm not even in spooky mode at all. I'm in this game was really good and I enjoyed that song mode. I don't think there's anything over there. How he walks like la 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 la. I'm gonna erase the world. One thing I find interesting is that the batter considers the secretaries better, but not fully pure. Huh. We got this already. Hey, so we haven't run into any random encounters since we've been here. What's up with that? We did last time. Like a few of them. Yeah, batter, go home and raise your son, huh? How about you stop all this shit? There they are. There's our friends. If you notice, I didn't notice we had special home run until the fight with Hugo. Like, I tried to stay pretty silent during the fight with Hugo, but I didn't know we had this until the end, and it's what we killed him with. Isn't that nuts? Man. It's all foes. We don't need to do that. In fact, maybe we just save the CC for stuff in the future. Youch. Oh. I don't think you guys are weak to anything I have, right? We haven't gotten the plastic hit. But we will soon. Next level up. Wonder if we can take you out before stuff happens. There we go. Fortune ticket. Remember this, chat? Remember the big maze? I was so upset about the random encounters the whole time. I kept complaining and you loved it. It was really cool for you. To the tune of I miss Tenna. I miss Dan. Yeah, me too. I miss all these guys now. It's so sad what we did to them. Right? Because then you see how they treated Hugo when we were experiencing his perspective in the room. And they're just like nice people. Which also, now we understand that enemies look different depending on the perspective that you're looking at them. So they see us as probably the monster batter that we saw at the end. So it's probably the case that the Guardians probably look more normal like us, but we don't see them that way. We see them as enemies. I don't know. I'm still of mixed opinion on Enoch. Didn't he literally grind people into sugar? Good fucking point. I missed a bunch, so I'm going to watch the rest via the VOD. Hope you have a good stream now. Yeah, absolutely. I think the plan for me right now is I'm actually going to have this as some of the first VODs on a VOD channel. I need to figure out how much editing I need to do to remove some of the music that I play to know if that's going to be an issue uploading to YouTube. But yeah, that's your reveal here, is that all 3 of these parts will eventually be uploaded onto YouTube all at once. So anybody who missed, they'll be able to watch that way. It's not going to be like gone forever. And all the other VODs I have saved too, but I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with that. All the Guardians got so corrupt and kind of tortured the Elson, but the Batter's new world is just filled with evil wrestler babies. True. That is true. Yeah, thank you guys for coming out. If you have to head out, now's a good time. If you want to see some of the more like nitty gritty stuff about this remake, you can hang out. We're just going to be here grinding our way to these super bosses. So in real life, burnt bones, bone char, can actually be used to refine sugar. I think that's kind of neat. So it is based in some sort of science. Do we go down? We might go down. There's a door, but it seems to be locked from the inside. I don't think we ever went through this door. Oh, Lord, there's 3 of them. Can I leave? Can you allow me to flee? Nope, I have to kill you. Uh-huh. I read a little bit of, they look like those time babies from regular show. Yes, they do. These are large baby men. I read some reviews about this game. Nothing that spoiled me. I was not spoiled about anything in this game at all, which I was very happy about. But some were saying that they thought it was like overhyped a bit. I kind of don't feel that way. And that's not me like glazing it up or anything or what have you. I'm not blind to the issues that I had with the game, but I think it was hyped just as, I mean, it's a really incredible smaller experience. I think if they maybe had expectations that it was like a 60-hour RPG, maybe that's how they're feeling, but no, this was great. This was just as good as I imagined it would be. I can see how it wouldn't be great for some folks. I can see how some folks wouldn't find this as interesting as I do. And they'd be right to. Everybody has different taste, I guess. For some people, this is not what they go to games for. You know, some people play games for all kinds of things. This is what I go to games for, though. This is why I'm here. It's these kinds of experiences that I really enjoy. To beat up baby men? Hell yeah, dude. This is a game for people who read all the flavor text. It's true. That being said, I don't think I read every single thing I passed by. There's probably some stuff that, why is there a retry button? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay. Here we go. Oh, and there's random encounters too. I really like this game. I really, really like this game. Oh, we have Run with Grace now. A plastic attack. And we didn't get to heal. Hooray. See, like I said, I have my friction points with this game, for sure. It was not a totally smooth experience, but I mean, I would rather like a messy kind of, you know, I would rather a game try new things. I would rather a game be very personal and very specific rather than trying to appeal to, the lowest common denominator. And sometimes that means you make some decisions that are like, oh, I'm adding friction to my game, and maybe sometimes it's too much for people. Sometimes it's too little for people. I bet some people who are like our RPG masters were like, oh, I could really use a place to flex my off skills. And now they have it. That is not me. I'm curious to see how these super bosses go, but I'm not here to like flex in any meaningful way. As far as I'm concerned, I've had my fill. I'm just kind of exploring the space that I now have an emotional attachment to. I love these white orbs. And now we're going to push them around, I think. And we already messed up. Okay. Now here's the question. Is this ash? Is this snow? Or what are we moving around right now? I assume not sugar. This isn't really the sugar place. I think we blocked off that door, right? We need to do this again. Yeah. It's white. Oh, we've got an ad break coming, chat. I'm just going to keep playing here. It's a puzzle. You're not going to miss anything. So bear with me. Thank you for watching the ads. It helps support the stream and keeps pre-rolls off for people. So I'll see y'all in a bit. I did it again. What am I doing? Okay. My brain is working. Did the ads not run? I don't think they ran. They were supposed to run. I'm going to run them. Okay, there they go. Anyway, welcome, cool people. Welcome, people who have spent money on the stream. Or people who have somehow discovered how to block ads on Twitch. In which case, hit me up. Let me know. How does that work? And also, I guess, hi VOD people. I'll have to get used to actually talking to people who watch this on VODs later. Hope you're having a good time. Actually, you know what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change our the stream title so that people know that we're past the finale. There we go. All right, so how do we push these in a way that gets us through that door? We push you up, push you there. Oh, it's that easy. The hell's my problem? Now, a save point makes me think that this is going to be something important. No, it's more orbs. It's actually more orbs. I understand the confusion, but it is more orbs. Okay. Now, how to get through here? If we push into this thing, what happens? Nothing. Okay. How do... Whoa, more of these. I mean, so I've complained about random encounters throughout this playthrough, but I mean, you had to think about when this was made. I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of RPGs had come out with random encounters by the time this came out, but I don't think a lot of RPGs came out that entirely avoided them either, though. I mean, I think there's something in like Earthbound, I think, where like if you encounter an enemy that you're like way stronger than, you just like destroy it on impact. But I don't know. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. I was talking about random encounters again, as I'm one to do. And I'm gonna take a sip of water, actually. I was just saying, I feel like put into the context of when this game came out, I understand having them because it's like the RPG thing you do. But maybe it would be different if this came out, you know, much later. Like if it came out in the 2020s, what would be different about it? Yeah, hadn't played Earthbound before making this. That's interesting. That is interesting. And that's not me like directly comparing them. It's just it's the only example I could think of a game where random encounters are countered in some way. Like you don't always have to fight them if it's irrelevant to you. You know what I mean? He likes Silent Hill and Final Fantasy. That does show. Both of those do show. Maybe I gotta check out Silent Hill. I've always said for a long time that I'm not like a spooky games guy, but I kind of if Silent Hill is more of the creepy side of horror than the startling kind of horror, maybe I should check it out. Maybe we do that for like Halloween or something. Because I know nothing about Silent Hill. I think I watched the movie. There was oh shit. There was a Silent Hill movie that came out, and I watched that in a Discord call, I think. But yeah, I've not played Silent Hill. Growing up, I entirely avoided games that I deemed like horror games or scary games. The same way I avoided scary movies, even though I feel like movies more often than not are trying to startle you more than games are. But there were a lot of games that came out that were like, this is creepy, but it's more so about the jump scares. And that, I'm a very anxious guy. I'm an incredibly anxious guy. It's a physical reaction I have to those things where I can't enjoy the positive aspect of being startled because I'm dealing with the physical aspect of it, like the negative bits of it. It's really tough for me. So it's just like I have difficulty like regulating myself after being startled. So it was something I really, really avoided for a while. Becca likes the Fatal Frame games. I've heard those are good. Very few Silent Hill fans have actually played Silent Hill. Then you know what? Maybe I'm a Silent Hill fan. Maybe I can say that. Knowing nothing about it and having not played it. I feel like we're about to reach... Yep. Something new. No save point, which I find interesting. Been a while since we saved. This is new. There's an eyeball in a tree. Oh. Is that you, Cobb? Oh, no, you're not. You're someone else. Please go. Fight or ignore. These are your options. I say we fight. Oh, guys. Guys, I don't want to do this one. Can't we leave him alone? We don't have to touch this guy. Look at his background. Look at his cute little sleepy star background. Look at this sleepy little lion. source of filmmaker fame? Of engine fame? Fundamental seraphic incarnation. Unable to detect type, resists poison, resists lethargic. Okay, so we can't do our usual tricks. We gotta just take this guy out with numbers. Yeah, so we can just ignore this. Which makes Alpha just big hit guy. Which is fine. You're gonna get... I don't think you're weak to anything, right? So we gotta just hit you really hard. I mean, you're a beast, though, right? Surely. I don't think that did more than usual crit would do. Nobody's weak to stuff, right? No music. Interestingly, no music. Mortis Ghost, why do I have to beat up babies and cats with my bat? Boy, this is really tough. This is sad. This puts the batter's mission very much in perspective. Why are you doing this? Because I want to hit you and play more off. Why would you ask me that? Now let me kill you. Oh, he had like little dandelions. He had little dandelions. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit you again. Let's just do the special home run, I think. Yeah, there's no reason to do plastic. We'll buff Alpha this time. I'm tripping over my words. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'll be right back. I'm not gonna go to the BRB screen. I'm just gonna grab a soda. I'll be right back. You know what? I'm gonna pee too. Can I do both? Is that okay with you? I'm gonna do both. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. VOD watchers, if you don't hear me say the word bleep, it means that you scrubbed too far. When you were trying to scrub past the break that I just did, you scrubbed too far. Bleep. If you didn't hear that, you scrubbed too far. Sorry to tell you that. Sorry to let you know. Strange bit. Okay. I guess we're just wailing on him. You can stop. Oh, this one is designed. This one is really designed to fuck with me. This is communicating to you that this is unnecessary for you to do. You bought off again, right? This is the hypothetical we're in. You played off. You played the batter's story all the way to the end. No matter what ending you got, you saw that you could stop it or you could finish it for good. And you were like, that wasn't enough for me. I want to kill more things. I want to hit more innocent things with my bat. And then you hear that the remake has like new stuff in it, new fights to do, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Late due to TF2, but hi, Niall. Hello. Welcome. I want to kill more things. I was talking about, so right now we're doing a remake-specific secret boss. And I was talking about the fact that it frames with the story so well that, like, extra stuff was added into the game for you to hit with your bat, for you to kill, because the base game wasn't enough for you. So, of course, going back in and fighting extra things to kill more things would make you feel so terrible. Because it's an extra step that you're taking. You're going out of your way to kill more new things. Of course, the bosses would be like, you don't have to do this, dude. You played off already. I don't think we're actually going to win this fight. I just kind of wanted to see it. Because I'm no expert at this combat, as we've clearly learned. But Aaron, also, this is post. I don't know if the title updated or not. I think it did, but we are post the finale now. So I've seen the ending. Source doesn't even attack directly. He just heals himself and leaves vines that hurt you when you attack him. I had not put that together yet. This poor guy. I think what I might do is, if we don't beat him here, I don't think I'm going to look at all the secret bosses on stream. I know that might be a bummer, but I think I might, because I'm also looking at like the other music, and I might look at the other ending too. I might just look at some stuff off of stream. I have to be very specific with how I say that, because the game is called Off. But I'm going to look at some of this stuff off stream. It's not everything needs to be on screen. I have a feeling these bosses will need me to be a bit more present than I am right now. So, I'm expecting that I'm not going to win these first try. You're good to pull up a guide for these because they can be a bit esoteric. Yeah, that's kind of what I've assumed. I don't think, that's not the experience I wanted to stream to everybody. It was me doing the fights. It was more about looking through the story. But I am glad I saw one of them so I could understand what the tone of them was. And I'm really into it. I'm kind of on autopilot right now, though. I've not been efficiently doing this. Yeah. Bit of a shorter stream today. Gotta hop on and get to bed. Good stream, Niall. Glad you were able to catch some of it. Good to have you here, Levi. It's funny that you your typo was off, on instead of off, considering the game we're playing. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one. Source looks like the main screen. Oh, like the zone selection screen? Like he's one of the flowers a little bit? I'm back with ham and cheese sandwich. Oh, that sounds quite good. Once stream is over, I think I'm going to have myself a delicious dinner meal myself. But yeah, next time I stream, I don't know what I'm streaming next. I have no clue. But wait, before I get into that, I remember back then people would say the X in the screen looks like what you use to control puppets. It does. That's interesting. That is a good point. Also, if you scroll down on the Twitch page right now, you'll see that there's like one of my art pieces has a red X as one of the things next to me. That was not intentional. I didn't know that. I didn't even know Off had a logo that had a red X. That is a complete coincidence. I just used it as a symbol for like, don't do that. But it's funny. It's funny how we stumbled into this. I forgot I don't need to do this. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose. I'm not really giving this my full brain power right now. Oh. Or or we could just, you know, be the best gamer to ever play a video game. Maybe we could just be, you know, the best guy at killing innocent lions. So here we are. This is the end for me. There already wasn't much left. Finish your work now. Find the others. I'm leaving. All right. Will do. How are we looking? We look quite bad. Let's not run into a random encounter. Well, what the hey? I didn't think I was going to win that. Maybe we check out the next one? What was the order you were saying? Do I need to go to zone 2? I assume so. That's the last bit of color. That's a great point. The last bastion of this place. Of any of joy or life. Of love. Is gone. Cool. How do we get out? No, really, how do we get out? Hold on. How do we get out? But how do we get out, though? Oh, I guess we just leave. Like with this. I assume we go to zone 2? Might as well. Yeah, I was going to end there, but I mean, might as well see what the next boss is. Since we beat that one. This sign is unreadable. Haha, batter can't read. Oh, that's different, I think. Oh, okay. Welcome back to the library, I guess. Oh. Oh, even worse. Oh, even worse wrestler babies. Oh, even worse wrestler baby men. More secretaries. And this time the one is on their forehead. The other one had a one on like the little onesie. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like I said, I'm kind of autopilot right now. Is he wearing a calendar page? Maybe. That is, admittedly, there's the theme with calendars and cards, I don't know if it was like meant to represent something else that like went over my head a little bit, but I understand them from a visual sense why they're used, because they're interesting in that way. But the larger themes and what they represent I might have been lost on that. Chat, it is actually remarkably difficult for me to like understand deeper aspects of this game when I'm also trying to stream it. Like even trying to understand like basic dialogue is hard when I'm actually like saying it out loud and trying to perform it when I haven't read it before. It's like I lose the ability to process what I'm doing. Very strange. I'm not used to that yet. I don't even know if this is the right way, but I'm gonna assume that it is. Because we had to go through the maze again on this wasn't. Oh, I can't even check the books anymore. We had to go through the path we did before. Yeah, I tried to check the bookcase just now and it didn't respond. Oh, I need to be doing the plastic hit. What am I doing? Calendar page as a mask. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the other one was just holding it? Or like, I don't know. Weird guys. Weird little things. I always thought that time and memories were important, more so than reaching the end. When reaching the end of the game as well, that, since all the Guardians have more or less forgotten about Hugo and the promises and the birthday party. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's so interesting. I had that bit early on where I sold... I sold the photos to Zachary and I said something like, who needs memories when you have money? And that was a joke. But that was also like, I guess playing into the themes a little bit and I didn't even know. Not that money is a major theme of this game. I can't really tell. At least I don't think so. It hasn't come up much. I don't think the batter is doing any of this for money. Or for like personal gain. It seems like just like anger or like blind devotion. Misguided devotion. Whoa, what did I just hit? Oh! There's like a chat log. there's a battle log. I didn't even realize I could look at that. When I hit the right bumper, the right button, that's what happens. Played the whole game and didn't know that. Yeah, I am also a little bit the batter's motivations aren't very clear to me. Maybe they would be on a like a replay through and I look like I understand what he says at earlier points with the context of what I learned later on. But it's he's doing this and it seems like it's just his mission. But I don't know why he has the mission. Maybe it's like feeling ownership. Maybe it's like just rage. Could just be like, I want to destroy everything after my family's been blown apart. And he's just like essentially a murderer. Looks at the camera. It's all about parenting. Maybe. It could be. I mean, obviously the batter is a violent, violent man. And maybe is solving his problems with violence. As he doesn't see another avenue to do anything else. It's mentioned a couple times in the story that the batter is like especially violent. 3 of them. Oh, I'm out of CC. What am I doing? There wasn't a heal place before the last boss, so I gotta remember that. This is kind of a gauntlet on the way to the boss. I need to focus up slightly more on these random encounters than I have been, I think. Man, I'm so excited to listen to the old music. I keep thinking about it. I'll be very curious what the original intention of all that music was, because the music we have in here was good. I did like it. But just the for lack of a better word, purity of the original soundtrack is something I'm really, really wanting to hear. You don't like the background tennis match sounds? It's not that I don't like them. It was just I think what made me think about the music was like the lack of music here. I mean, obviously this is a soundtrack that we're listening to right now, and it is like composed in some way. And like there's a little bit of a melody there, but I'll be interested to know what this sounds like in the original game. I don't think I'm really going into that with the expectation that one is going to be better than the other, but I will be happy to hear like the original artist's intention. Yeah, exactly. Raw versus Revisited, because there is like there is a worth to like music that is designed in response to a finished game rather than music that is made as you're developing a story, like something that like it's the same idea of like writing a title for something before you've written it. Like a lot of people say like, oh, make like title your thing once it's finished rather than when you're starting it. Like have a working title, and then once you know what your piece of art is, that you title it. The same way I would be interested to know like music that is made in like 2008 and then music that is made now, where the now music is a response to the music from 2008, the response to all this time and attention that the game has gotten. Like there is worth on both sides, just in different ways. Boy, I have been busted up by that fight. But you know what we have, chat? You know what we haven't used this entire game? You know what we haven't used? Abaddon's meat. And we're going to use it now. What? What? A cat? Hold on. Hold everything. We gotta go talk to this cat. Vengeful symbol. And an inspiration. Is the vengeful symbol better than what we have? For anybody? No. Oh, something just occurred to me. We did not fight Valerie when we last played. We fought Japhet, who was inside of Valerie. And I had assumed that Valerie was going to be gone after that. But we kind of don't know what happened there, right? Hi. What are you doing? I am meowing at the top of my lungs, pretending the echoes belong to someone. Someone I used to know. Have you seen my dear brother? No. I haven't. He's just gone, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Yo, I hate to be that guy. No secret boss, though? So no secret boss, then. So no secret boss where I fight Valerie. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was actually a very interesting moment. You know what's not an interesting moment? Fighting these guys again. I'll be honest with you. Especially when I can't run away. And they're not like a particularly like interesting enemy. I mean, visually they were for the first time, but if you're gonna have the whole gauntlet be these guys, you know, maybe have a couple other guys. But then, I mean, it wouldn't be as lonely, right? You know? Maybe the secret boss is all the killing we did on the way. Could be. Maybe that's the lesson here. But you see, we're role-playing as the batter right now. I'm disappointed that I didn't get to kill something else. I guess the batter wasn't, like, specifically killing to kill. The batter was just trying to, like, wipe out the world. It's us that wanted to kill things. Or it would have been us that wanted to canonically kill things if we chose the batter. But we chose the judge. What does one... I mean, is that everything here? There was other locations in Zone 2 that we could have gone to. I don't know if they're erased, though. I really want to get out of this area, though, if it's just going to be more random encounters. Yeah. See, this is when the VOD watchers, they get to skip ahead. We don't get to skip ahead. But they get to skip ahead to the next fight. Isn't that so good for them? Yeah, maybe the water, maybe the mall. I'm gonna try and head that direction. See what we can learn. I just gotta get out of the library first. Which kind of feels like it's going for like a long time for some reason. Whoa, more of them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Taking a sip of soda. That's right. We're low on CC now. You can still do something, but it's not worth doing. Actually, yeah. How about you boost? Who's coming up? Omega's coming up, but you don't have CC. Just boost the batter. Jeez, this guy's tanky. I guess we haven't been hitting him with all... Yeah, there he goes. We haven't been hitting him with a bunch of our competence moves. But good Lord, get me out of this building. Oh, wait. No, I actually do want to go down here. Because I want to heal. And save. So there's a couple places we can look. I don't even know if we can call the Pedalo anymore, though. We've been in there, but we haven't gone down here. Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, look, I know you gotta fight enemies in your RPG where you fight enemies. It's just right now I'm so into like the world and the story that's happening. This is the last thing I want to be doing. So no Pedalo. More golden flesh. I think we're in the right direction because that's like what it gave us before the last fight too, I think. Like a similar assortment of items. Hello. And also hello. Okay. So, similar idea to the last one. There's an eyeball and then like a bit of color. New things are happening again. I don't feel like I can trust you. I had a bad dream, a different one. I will crush your bones until all that's left is a stinky mash. And this mash will turn into something else, and it will never stop. You can't prepare. Okay. It's time for crab. Welcome to crab. Maldition. Anomalous seraphic incarnation. So these guys have both been seraphic in nature. Unable to detect type, resists palsied. Palsied. I don't know. Delicious crab. Oh, I would slam down some crab legs at this exact moment. You can tell with how grumpy I've been that I need to eat dinner. This is the common theme of the streams. If I'm complaining about something, it's because I needed to eat food. Oh my god. That noise. Did I tell you about my bad dream? It changed again. You're a beast of sorts. No. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What the hell? Crab moment. Hashtag crab. Crab tag hash. You're in it now. You're in it. And there's a house around you that's collapsing. These, oh my god, these sound bites. I'm just like trying to listen to it for a second. Maybe this is like sounds you hear at the mall? Because we're at the mall right now. Oh, it's a bubble. Oh, it's a bubble. What do we do with the bubble? We can hit the bubble. Impure. Whoa. Yeah, this music is really, really good. Maybe I have to destroy the bubble before something happens? There we go. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Effective against most... Right. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We just need the special home run. True love will have to wait. Two bubbles this time. Double bubble. It's a double bubble. Okay, if you say so. Alpha is down. Omega's down. Wait, no. Well, almost down. How's about a nice Hawaiian Joker? What is happening in the music right now? It's so interesting. I'm like splitting my focus. There you go. And then you... Wait, can you like... Hold on. I don't want to use your competence for healing. I've got items. I should be using the items. Wait, who are we right now? We're Epsilon. Yeah. All right, batter. Big hit. Big hit. Hit the double bubble. Alpha, you as well. That's one. That's so much damage. Large amount of HP. There you go. And Alpha. Oh, I haven't been poisoning you. I need to be doing that. I kind of assumed I couldn't, but I should. Especially when you were bubbled. Man. That would have been great. Out of CC. Right when I think about poison. Give it one of these. Oh. Well, there we are. It seems contradictory, but I like the turn of events we're facing. Thank you for your visit. I curse you, and I wish you a good continuation in the business world. Thanks. Thank you for that. What a weird one. What a weird little crab. Well, I guess we can just leave. I I guess I could go see the others. Yeah, why not? Let's keep going. Why not? Well, that means we're going to have to, like, climb through other random encounters to get to the next boss. These might be Zodiac themed. Like the cards. Oh, because Zone 1 is Leo. It was the Leo card that got us to Zone 1. It was the Cancer card that got us to Zone 2. And to get to Zone 3, I think it was Pisces? Was it Pisces? So a fish? And you know what? I'm gonna take my glasses off. Levi's not here anymore. We're going glasses off. I was thinking, do I want to go do the other bosses right now, or do I just want to end stream and eat food? And see it on my own time? I tell you what, I think that's what we're gonna do. I know that's kind of a bummer. I do need to eat food, and I did expect the stream to go longer than that today, but yeah, I think I do need to go. But thank you guys for coming. Shorter stream, I understand. That's not cool for everybody, but it's tough. It's tough to know where you are in the game. It's always tough to estimate, especially with a game like this. So thank you all for watching. And as for what we do next, well, I tell you what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go listen to all the other music from the original game. Gonna see maybe the rest of those boss battles, maybe see the other ending, the batter ending, see how that looks. And so you know that I've seen it. But maybe you get the off remake for yourself and you can check out the other bosses for yourself. I don't know. But yeah. Let's get you guys somewhere where you can watch more stream for your stream. Let's see what we want to do for the raid. Who is streaming right now? Who would enjoy a delicious a delicious group of off players? I think Sox is playing Metroid Fusion. That's like relatively similar. You guys just want to go watch Metroid Fusion, or it might be Zero Mission. It's one of those. Let's raid Sox. Thank you guys for coming out. I'll let you know when the next stream happens. Stick around, watch me on Blue Sky. You know how it goes. Thank you again.